Hi, it's Mark Z, and I am coming to you live from West Bloomfield, Michigan. On my way to the office right now. Wanted to give you a little market update. There's not a seller appointment that I don't go on that they don't ask, what's going on in the market? What do you think is going to happen next year? Well, that's a great question, and I wish I held the crystal ball. Nobody knows for sure what's going to happen. I can just tell you what we're hearing in the pipeline. Banks are holding millions of foreclosures, they say, and they have to release them shortly. So they're saying next spring, summer, they're going to release a lot of foreclosures. If you remember, about 6 months ago, they had that whole MERS episode where they had to pull millions of foreclosures off the market. Whether they were in contract or not, if they have not closed, they had to pull them off the market and re-foreclose on those people. Even if the house was abandoned and vacant and that seller had moved on, they still had to re-foreclose on those people. So they're holding all of that inventory plus a lot of other shadow inventory. So, if what they're saying is true, keep in mind they've been telling us now for 2 or 3 years that they're going to be bringing a boatload of foreclosures on the market, and it hasn't happened yet. So, I was just looking at the statistics from our multiple listing service yesterday about September of 2011 versus September of 2010, just to see where the market has come. And right now we have about 30,000 homes on the market in our MLS. Compared to last year, we had 37,000 homes on the market at the same time. So you're talking about 20% less inventory right now, which means that's great for sellers and not so great for buyers. Buyers have less to choose from. They're going to be forced to step up and maybe buy homes that they normally would not have bought because they don't have much of a choice. It allows sellers to maybe ask a little bit more for their house because there's not 10 houses for sale in the neighborhood. So, less competition for sellers means you can usually sell your house faster and for more money. It's supply and demand. Less supply, more demand, prices start to go up, and we've seen that a little bit. Another stat that really amazed me was the fact that last month in September there was 5,700 sales, a little over 5,700. But what amazed me was the fact that 45% of them were cash sales. So, the media is going to bog you down and tell you that, nobody's got money, nobody can do anything. It's just not true. 45% of the 5,700 sales were cash sales. And I know me and my team, my buyer's agents, are experiencing it more and more. Their buyers are getting beat out on multiple offer situations by a cash buyer. So, cash is king. That statement has always been true. It's true right now. If you want to be competitive, you've got to put in a cash offer. Otherwise, you're going to get beat by a cash offer in a multiple offer situation. A lot of times I'll hear, the banks aren't loaning money. You can't get money. You can't get a loan if you don't have 20% credit or 20% down and perfect credit. That's not true either. You can get a loan with a 620 credit score, 3.5% down. FHA allows you to put 3.5% down, and you got to have a 620 credit score. So 620 credit score is by no means considered great credit, but nonetheless, they've loosened up the guidelines. I believe it was a 640 minimum score at one time, and now it's 620. And again, 3.5% down. People have this common theme out there that you have to put 20% down and you have to have perfect credit in order to get a loan. That's not true. That's not true at all. So, great time to be a seller right now. If you're thinking about putting your house on the market, don't wait till springtime. If history repeats itself, every spring we've seen an 8 to 10% decrease in prices. Not only that, you're going to be competing against a lot more homes for sale, which means buyers have a lot more choices, and they can use your house to shop against another house in the area and therefore negotiate a much better price with you. right now they don't have the choices that they will have in the spring and summer. So if you're thinking about putting your house on the market, now is the time. We're in October. We're coming up in November. Houses still sell. I know last November, my team sold between 20 and 22 houses. I think it was somewhere in there, 20 to 22 houses. So we still sell houses in November, even December. Last year, I remember I closed a couple houses on Christmas Eve. So people are still buying houses regardless of the month, regardless of the time. People still have to sell their home and buy another home. It's just, that's life. So, all right, my name's Mark Z, coming to you again from West Bloomfield, Michigan. And I will talk to you soon. Have a great weekend. Thanks. Bye-bye.